been an interesting experience trying to think about what our mission is as the Garfield Park Conservatory Alliance. And oftentimes we kind of hear that there are a couple different camps, that there's the camp of the science and then there's the camp of the artists. And in terms of identifying where we locate our programming, I think the real opportunity is where science and art meet.
She only blossoms when night has fallen. That's when the beetle comes a-calling. She traps him deep inside her blossom. Next evening she'll open and toss him into the night with a load of pollen. Lily of the Amazon. Lily of the Amazon.
We would not have the number of visitors that we have at the conservatory. We wouldn't have the level of engagement that we have at the conservatory if we didn't have the program.
She traps him deep inside her blossom.
Our July 18th event was a Sing to a Plant event where we identified 8 special plants in our conservatory. Mark Messing created music for these songs, and some very well-known lyricists from Chicago created the words for these songs. And we invited our visitors to come serenade different plants throughout the conservatory.
Chestnut from Central America. They say this tree has mystical powers. Put it in your window when it comes by the hour. It's the steel by it so they can get power. When I say Guyana, you say chestnut. Guyana, chestnut. Guyana, chestnut. When I say Guyana, you say chestnut. Guyana, chestnut. Guyana, chestnut.
People want to be a part of something. They don't want to be on the sidelines. They want to be creators. They want to feel like they're part of something joyful, and that their joyfulness is actually something important.
Last February we had a Chinese New Year celebration where we had dragon dancers come and do procession through the conservatory. Partly to dispel our own sense of bad luck after the hailstorm last year, partly just as a midwinter celebration. But it was a joy to see hundreds of children and their families streaming through the conservatory on the tails of this giant dragon. And it was an engagement that was fun, but it was also an ancient cultural form. So it has a lot of validity in that way, and we'd love to see other cultures come and use the space in that way to exhibit their own cultural forms and share them with the rest of Chicago.
We have a tradition at the conservatory over many, many years of changing art installations, and it is clear that that brings a place for people, brings them to the heart. We have been bringing artists, curators, gallerists into the conservatory, walking people through, and just basically saying, okay, what would you do? How do you see this place working with your work? We're working actually with a light artist, Luftwork. It's a duo, and they're coming up with these wonderfully imaginative ideas, but we keep pushing. Okay, well, think more broadly, think more across the entire campus. The Chicago 12 exhibit, we partner with the Chow Brothers and Chow Brother Gallery, and it is 12 artists who are doing an exhibition over the last summer, and they were given the opportunity to either use that piece that they had in that show or reimagine their piece. A lot of the artists reimagined their pieces at no cost to the Alliance or the Park District, but artists see this place as a place to experiment, to explore, and get exposure, and so the artists were very glad to participate. The MCA was looking for a partner. You know, we have this great facility here at Garfield, and they filled a room, a classroom, with balloons. And you go into this room filled with balloons and you think, oh, this is going to be fun. You think circuses, you think clowns, you think celebration. And you go in there, it's really a little intimidating. But kids are going in there, you can see the balloons popping. You can't see the people, but the balloons are popping up into the air. It's a wonderfully imaginative way of engaging people in a way that is not programming. It's people engaging in an art activity. People want to interact with stuff. They don't just want to sit back and watch it. They want to actually participate. And that's a different trend. People want to move into the space. People want to experience the art. And that's what the conservatory can do.
Play and Grow Garden is about 12,000 feet of largely unused space on the south side of our building, which we've transformed into a nature play area for children. Learning about nature is getting harder to do all the time. Parents and children, caregivers, they have to be very purposeful about getting to natural places. We recently hired Ernest Wong of Site Design Group to design our Play and Grow Garden. Mr. Wong is a very honored architect, and we have great hopes that the space will contain a high degree of whimsy and artifice, but really reveal the natural world to children. Really be a place where nature is in the forefront and that children's experiences are allowed to unfold at their own rate and in their own way.
This conservatory, in a really wonderful way, helps people make sense of their own lives. And that is art, but that is also nature, that is science. The conservatory is a place where all of these things happen together, and our programming can help make those connections. We aren't just a science institute, we're not just an art and culture area, we're not just a plant conservatory, we're a place where we can connect people to themselves, to the meaning in their lives in multiple ways.
In terms of the campfire events, I really had no idea from the beginning. It was sort of like everybody, I felt a little bit like I'm not quite sure what this is yet.
Sometimes, we come out expecting one thing and it's something totally different. You don't know what to expect, really.
The place I had the most fun since I've come to the conservatory a year ago was the Mukapaza concert on June 20th, the summer solstice, out in the backyard.
I just went out, I brought my nieces and nephews, we made instruments, we made batons and headdresses, and once that band started playing, I was a kid again.